Hi, this is Neve of the Stay at Home Family, and I'm really excited because today, to finish off our week of talking about money in the Rebel Marketers team, we are talking about creating money out of thin air. Which, like, when you think about it, it's kind of like, what? How do you do that? But this is literally what it feels like when you start to market online. Because what happens is you have an idea in your head. Just like you have ideas in your head right now. You have thoughts, you have things that you're interested in, you have things that, you have opinions. And the first time I ever took an opinion and put it onto a blog, and then that blog turned around and made me money, I was like, what? I just made money out of an opinion that I drew out of my head and shared. And it's a really, really, really bizarre feeling. Because what happens then is that that same blog post sits there and can do it again and again and again for you, which means that you can duplicate that and create exponential results so that you're creating more and more and more money out of thin air. And it's pretty exciting. It's not a guarantee. It doesn't happen every single time. But what's really interesting is that sometimes the things that we don't think are that interesting, or we don't think are that great or that exciting, are the things that really hit other people. You probably found my channel through this one video that tons and tons and tons of people see, which is like 6 minutes long. I hate the video. I think I look terrible because it was back when I wasn't very comfortable in front of camera, and I'm like, eh. So I really don't like it. But yet so many people find me through that video because I'm sharing what it's like to be a work-at-home mom, and honestly, some of the steps that you need to take in your life to make working from home as a mom succeed for you. Because there's stuff that people don't talk about. People are like, here's a new strategy for work-at-home moms. But it's like, hey, do you understand that we are on tight schedules? Do you understand what it's like to try and market while you have babies literally crawling all over you? I was talking to one of my team members yesterday who's a work-at-home mom, and I could see this much of her because we were on a Skype call, and I could hear her baby kind of playing around and stuff, and halfway through she was like, oh, the baby got a hold of the diaper cream. And she sent me a picture after the end of the call, and the baby was like totally covered in diaper cream while she was trying to have a mastermind call, with one of her team members. So it was hilarious, but to me it was exemplified what being a work-at-home mom is like. So I just shared hey, look, that was when I first found success, and a lot of it was to do with understanding how to schedule, understanding what work-at-home moms need. But then that one video has gone on and made me a shit ton of money, excuse the language, but a lot of money out of thin air, it feels like, because it just sits there. I made it like a year ago, and it sits there getting to more and more and more people. More and more people are like, oh man, I can see how using these techniques, I could really create an income for myself. And then people decide to do the same thing that I'm doing, and then they start to have success, and it all kind of just ratchets up from there. So it's kind of exciting because a lot of us sit here and go, oh, I like the idea of blogging, but what the heck would I write about? What would I talk about? And the truth is, you can talk and share absolutely anything. Like, a ton of our team members share videos that they find on YouTube that they haven't even created. And that works. And a lot of people share recipes, and they share cool tips. They share stuff about being a mom. There's a lot of people on our team who share stuff about their basketball team, who share stuff about the life they're creating, who share personal development tips, who share what they're reading about. And we help them and support them in learning what it is that they want to share. And you can share pretty much anything, but what it is you're putting your opinion out there, and you're willing to just kind of draw it out of your head and put it out in the world, and then it goes out and it makes you money. Now, as I said, that is not a guarantee whatsoever, but that's what it feels like to create money out of thin air. And when it starts to ratchet up, it's like, it feels like, well, where the heck was all this money? Like, was this always out there waiting? Could I have done this at any point? Because I spent a lot of years struggling. A lot of years going into the red at the end of every month. A lot of years feeling like, damn, it's hard to get ahead in life. But it's not. It's not at all. It's a matter of aligning yourself with the right people who can help you. So we are going to be talking about this more on Rebel TV today at 3 p.m. So make sure there's a link below for Rebel TV. Make sure you bookmark that and come back to it at 3 p.m. Eastern today, because we're going to dig into how to create money from thin air. And then the other thing I want you to do is there's a link directly below this in the description box that is going to show you exactly how we make our money, how you can become part of this, how you can become one of the rebels, how you can get the team support of people showing you how to turn your opinions into blog posts that people actually want to read, that create you money. We'll show you how. But you need to first make the decision. So click the link directly below this video in the description box. I appreciate you, and I'll see you there.